Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Performance in Motion with your host, Dr. Deniz.
Okay, folks, we are back. I can't believe where the time is going. My mind is completely blown away with Mr. Justin Ross, San Diego's top skating instructor. Are you ready to finish this off, Justin?
I am ready.
Okay. I want to get into some of the things that inspire and motivate you, because obviously you inspire and motivate others, and I want people to know a little more about what makes you tick.
So inspiration comes from everywhere. You know, from anyone you've ever met, you get inspiration from. Music really inspires me to move and want to be out there. My coaches, my family, specifically my coaches, they really were there for me growing up. My mom was a single mom with 3 kids, so I was at the rink a lot, and we got so much support and love from the instructors there, and they've always been such inspirations for me. So that makes me want to be better so that I can be that same inspiration, that same motivation for my students.
Wow, you know, I feel like I'm in church right now getting a sermon. This is phenomenal, folks. And, you know, you talk about being a true leader and doing it by your actions. And I don't have a lot of words to say, because very rarely in my life do I see this. And to see it in a young man who you can see the passion. And I wish, folks, there was visual. I can't even talk. Visual. Come on. You got 4 degrees. Visual here. Okay, Justin. Again, I'm inspired by being here speaking with you.
Thank you. I mean, just the things that people do for others is so inspiring. I mean, the biggest one for me is I would have even been skating now if it weren't for my coaches and my boss, Wendy and Carrie, because when I was 8, right at the start of my career, was my mom had cancer. And so the two of them gave me free skating lessons, so that they saw something in me and let me grow. They let me be there and they let me skate. And so it's small, well, not small, that's a really big act of kindness like that has always been such a major influence on me. And I've always wanted to strive to be better so I can be there for them. The same way they were there for me. It was crazy. Like, I was 8. That was almost 20 years ago, and it still sticks with me today.
You know, it's hard to not get emotional here, because he's just sharing his soul, folks. I don't know if you're hearing this, but this is the truth. This isn't a script. And kindness. And he talked about support and love. I mean, you know, again, I was joking about the sermon thing, but as a sidebar, you know, I'm a Christian, and isn't this how we are supposed to act? On a regular basis, not once in a while. But anyway, I'm not going to go off on that. That'll be for another show. But I would like to get into what you've been through, Justin, and how we met and what type of injury you had sustained skating for a few years.
Yeah, so skating is a very physical sport. The ice is not forgiving, and I've definitely gotten quite a few injuries over a while and through repetition. So I had 2 big injuries. I had a knee injury and I had a back injury. But what ended up happening, the way I met you, was when you contacted Wendy, you had like a little seminar, and I was really interested in what you were talking about. You were just so knowledgeable. It really clicked with me. And so I wanted to experience that for myself in a one-on-one. And it was incredible. We worked together. I think we originally started on my knee. I was having knee issues. And from the get-go, just the knowledge that you had was incredible. And we started with the taping of the knee. That helped. And then we started strengthening it. And so I was able to really recover. And then you noticed that I was having issues with my back. I didn't even say anything about it. You noticed it right off the back. And so you started giving me exercises, taping, and that made a huge difference. Such a major improvement of the quality of life that I was going through, because I'm always on my feet. Even if I'm not skating or teaching, I was dancing, right. I was doing gymnastics. So all of this was being affected by like the pain. So after such a short amount of time and having that pain go away was so incredible. Like you can't even imagine. Like imagine living your life in pain and then having that pain go away.
Wow. I'll tell you, that's, I've been there, being an ex-hockey player, and it seems like there's a commonality between us figure skaters, ice dancers, and hockey players with the knees in the back.
Yeah.
And I know for me, for many years, I was in a lot of pain, and I wish I had the knowledge that I have now that I could have shared with myself. And to see you, again, your quality of life during this process. And the challenging part for myself as a doctor and a person who had to always diagnose where you were at is you still had to skate.
Yeah.
So to get your feedback was crucial to constantly redesigning and customizing that program for you.
Yeah, that is always hard. That's why athletes can be really difficult to work with, I know, because
for sure.
There's no rest period. There's no I can take 2 weeks off. You're always training. So I just had to be very mindful and really listen to what you had to say and give you as much feedback as I could, because communication is so important in the sport and in getting better. And it was really important for me to get better. I was having problems getting through my skating programs, getting through a day of teaching. I'd be in pain by the end of it. And that just detracts. When you're in pain, you can't give your all. So I definitely made sure to do the exercises that you gave me and try to give you all of that information back. And it really did work out, because my back has not had any pain since then.
Wow. So it's been close to like a year, right?
It's been like a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
See how fast time goes, just like this show. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I guess right now maybe we can share maybe 1 or 2 tips for other skaters out there that may be in pain and how they can deal with it.
Well, I mean, the best thing is to make sure that you are eating and sleeping correctly. That's number 1 important. And then make sure you're stretching, right? You have to make sure that you're not just getting onto the ice skating and going home. You need to warm up your body and stretch before you get onto the ice. And the one that everyone forgets is after you get off the ice.
Amen,
People always
they're
like, I'm done skating, I can go home. No, you need to make sure that as soon as you're done skating, that you allow your body to cool down and you stretch and you make sure that you're working through your body. That's number 1 as dancers to think, skaters, that we forget.
Absolutely. Justin, for the folks out there that may be interested in your services, as we talked earlier, the best way to contact you would be via email, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I'd like to give that information out right now. So it's coachjustinross@gmail.com, and it's CAOCHJUSTINROSS@gmail.com. So I just wanted to make sure that we got that information out there. And folks, I hear this on my end because I'm also a specialist, sometimes about the cost. And the bottom line is you get what you pay for. And we have a gentleman here who's a specialist. He's not the average, never was the average. And this will be money well spent beyond what you'd be spending with him. Well, this is Dr. Deniz, and you're listening to WSRadio.com. Thank you so much, Justin, for showing up.
Thank you.
A podcast or radio show on WS Radio is a great way to create content marketing. Turn prospects into customers into raving fans. Contact Wade at WSRadio.com or call 866-WS-RADIO.
Life is full of misadventures, from car crashes to home fires to getting choked out on the mat. Yes, I said getting choked out because I'm Carlos Kramer, jiu-jitsu competitor, MMA and media personality, and mild-mannered insurance agent. You can follow my adventures on Kick-Ass Radio, and I can protect you from life's misadventures at Kramer Insurance. Home, auto, life, business, and workers' comp. We're at KramerINS.com, and I want you to join my world.
This is Jackie Bertoni from Jackie's Groove. Come join me weekly on my journey through the music business as I take you behind the velvet rope, interviewing industry notables such as Al Di Meola, Michael McDonald, and Al Jarreau, to name but a few. Listen to their stories on being in the studios recording #1 hits and onto the stages throughout the globe. Allow me to be your music historian. You can hear me live every Monday at 2 p.m. and every Wednesday at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time or 24/7 on jackiesgroove.com. Ready to get your groove on?
One person has the power to change the world, impact millions of lives, and leave a legacy for lifetimes to come. That person is you. In the New York Times bestseller, What is Your What? Steve Olsher, award-winning author and founder of the Reinvention Workshop, reveals his proven process that has helped thousands of men and women discover, share, and monetize the one thing they were born to do. Grab your free copy now at www.whatisyourwhat.com/free. That's www.whatisyourwhat.com/free.
Take a break from politics. Tune in and learn something. WS Radio shows are worth your time and are filled with tips and advice. Add us to your lunch routine, and we'll give you a meal for your mind.
Small businesses are the lifeblood of America's economy. Every Thursday, SBA Radio interviews industry professionals and is dedicated to provide small businesses with timely insights and innovations. Visit www.sbaradio.us for details.
Hi, I'm Nicole Heffel, an attorney with the Heffel Law Firm, and I'd like to encourage you to join me in honoring our troops. Part of the Heffel Law Firm's mission is to advocate for those returning veterans in need at no cost to them. You can help us with this by allowing us to serve you with your estate planning needs. I'd like to invite you to contact me at heffellaw.com. That's HEFFEL law.com, or call 619-550-3080.